Hello, welcome to Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. I'm your community manager, Cordovan, and it has been a busy week. We have a lot happening in the Lord of the Rings Online. I'll be talking about it today. I'll be playing some of this stuff as well because the Farmers Fair is here. I'll have the latest really on what we're doing over the next couple of weeks, which is a lot. We also are kind of getting towards the end of our initial transfer period here, are we not? Because we've got the 32-bit Game Worlds closing at the end of August and work to reopen them as Dark Worlds happening. This week we saw Angmar get moved from our old data center to our new one, and so a lot of things happening behind the scenes, a lot happening inside of the game, a lot of things we've been hearing from you as well, so whole bunch to talk about today. If my voice is a little tired sounding, it's because I was at a rock concert last night. I went to a rock show in Worcester. Had a good time. Saw a band called In This Moment. They're kind of a, I don't know I'd want to try to describe them too much. Metal. I'd describe them as metal. That was a good time. So how are you doing? It has been a busy week. I guess let me just maybe get to the news. I'm not hearing anything that would indicate that I've got an issue here. Oh, real quick, let me mention that yesterday we had a really good, we have a cave troll. This was with Orion and Scenario, and they talked about pre-production, specifically like pre-production of expansions, things like that. So if you want to get a better sense of what is pre-production, what does it all mean, and how does it work, and what do they do? Yesterday's show would be particularly of interest to you. That is now up on YouTube. It takes a while for me to process these from Twitch over to YouTube. I also, in this case, edited out audio issue that happened about halfway through the show. So the YouTube version doesn't have that, but as a result, I had to re-encode it and re-upload it and all that sort of thing. So just took a little bit more time than usual, but it is up now. All right, I mentioned this at the start already, but let me put this up on the screen just to call people's attention to it visually, that if you have a character still on our 32-bit Game Worlds, we'd really suggest you take a couple of minutes sometime in the next few weeks, if at all possible, to just sort through whatever you want to sort through. After August 31st, our 32-bit Game Worlds will be closing. They will be reopening as Dark Worlds, which it'll operate just like the current Dark Worlds, which are old, say, 2015 worlds. But what that means is you're not going to be able to log into them after August 31st. So you need to get whatever you need done, and that involves logging in your character on these worlds, done by August 31st. We will likely have to do some work to force disband kinships, do some other, force abandonments or whatever to enable people to transfer afterwards. But we don't want to do that, so get it done now if you can, if at all possible, before August 31st. Please do get done what you need to get done and transfer if you have not yet from our 32-bit Game Worlds. The next thing I want to mention is this is our final weekend. This is a sales one, but I want to call your attention to it. This is our final weekend for double bonus points. That goes through August 17th. So if you've been considering making a purchase of Lotra points, you can get more of them for the same amount right now through August 17th. So do take advantage of that if you want to. I want to make sure we call out the timing on that. We have a bonus this weekend of 25% crafting XP. So take advantage of that if you do any crafting at all. But then the other big thing that kicked off this week is the Farmers Fair. And the Farmers Fair goes until 3 a.m. Eastern on September 2nd. This is underway right now. We have a guide that'll get you started. It'll tell you where to go, how to find it, all that sort of thing. And that's over on Lotra.com. If you already know this stuff, the bits that I would want to call your attention to are the following. We do have new Farmers Fair questing here this year. This debuted. So the farmers of Staddle need your help. Shrews and cave claws have been using tunnels beneath the fields of Staddle to pillage the town. So they need some people like you to help them out. You will talk to Humbert Thornborough in Bywater, or go to Staddle directly and report to Constable Tangle Rush for more info. It's Staddle Besieged, 6 quests, and a daily wrapper, only available during Farmer's Fair. It'll get you Farmer's Fair tokens for doing it. And this has a specific pet rare drop that's within the Understaddle itself. I would also point out that we have new rewards for this year. You can find the full list over on Lotro.com. I only have a couple of screenshots for you, but these are the screenshots we were able to add yesterday. You've got the apple pickers buckets, the steed, the outfits. There's one of the guy with the hat that I didn't put in there, but there's a hat. And then we got our goat. And then I would also really call out the big one here is this Fibro Jedi guide. I've got this somewhere. Yeah, here it is, I think. Let me just put this up on the screen. So if you want to get started on Farmer's Fair and kind of know how to get started, our guide's great. If you want to know really, yeah, here we go. What all the real deal on all how to get it done and everything, Fibro Jedi has long had you covered, and that is the case this year as well. You can find there's both a full guide, just the one for Staddle Besieged, the outfits, the mounts, the pets. I also know Deco du Milieu has got a bunch of good images in that up already as well. So Farmer's Fair is well underway, going until September 2nd through September 1st. And good times, good times. We'll be seeing some of that, I think, later on today. The other thing we did, where's my notes? Here we go. The other thing we did this week is we had a long game downtime on Wednesday. And besides allowing us to move Angmar and Mordor, or Angmar rather, not Mordor, but Angmar to our 64-bit server environment, we also released update 45.2. Besides this Farmer's Fair stuff, it really has some updates to Farmer's Fair that we talked about on last week's show, to the egg scramble and the mushroom hunt. We also have a bunch of PvMP work in there, so if you do any PvMPing at all, you'll want to take a look at that. And then we just have some other general bug fixes in there. And the other bit that we're really working on right now on the Lotro side is game performance. It has also been a concern, as many of you know, over on the Dungeons & Dragons Online side. And this week we were able to make some real headway over on DDO's side. Our investigation on the Lotro side is still underway. We've been in game a lot over the past week, taking a look at things ourselves. We've been mapping your reports on Discord and the forums, taking a look at things as best we can, and we are going to continue to do that. Game performance is a top priority for us right now. We are also getting ready to have more information about our expansion coming later this year, so that's in the process as well, but that's going to be just a little bit yet. We have some other things that I can't talk about that are happening over on the Lotro side as well. You'll probably hear more about that in the next couple of months. I did want to call this out as well. This is an audible we called this week, based in large part on community feedback, along with internal timing and adjustments, and the ending of the LI reward track and other things. But we've adjusted the timing for Angmar and Mordor. It is now August 27th. August 27th that the level cap increase is going to be going up to 75. We're going to open up the Orthanc instance, basically add the new raid, 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern the following day. We've heard, because we know there's a bunch of raiders who are gunning for that title, and it looks like there will be a competition on Angmar for it. So we wanted to make sure that a floating start time wasn't something that they had to contend with in particular. So what we're going to do, for other reasons as well, but among the reasons, we're going to be releasing the level 75 cap for Angmar and Mordor on August 27th, and then on the 28th, 1 p.m. Eastern, Orthanc is going to open up. The final thing I would mention before I move in game or get to questions from chat and what have you is we have a bunch of cool events happening. These are things I've just come across in the past day or so, and I want to make sure we call it out. Summerfest this weekend, Glamdring Bree Festival stage, and you can see here just a full ton of bands. Full ton of bands performing this weekend on Glamdring. There is also, I don't know if Twitter is going to let me do X or whatever is going to let me do this same thing. It may not like me trying to do this. Oh, here we go. Okay. Noten Zauber is playing this weekend. Beladoc Open Air on Meriadoc. So that is happening as well. That's today and tomorrow and Sunday. So that's happening as well. You can find, we shared that on our X account. And then also, this is happening the following weekend. This crossed my desk as well. I wanted to make sure this got called out. This is not this weekend, but next weekend, also on Glamdring, the Apple Tart, Apple Dumplings, Lazy Summer Afternoon Fish and Fry Backyard Barbecue and Block Party. The Hayseeds will be taking the stage, and you can see just a whole ton. Oops, well, it doesn't want to share it the same way, but that's fine. Either way, lots of bands playing, and you can find that online as well. So I think that's it. If you've got an event happening, though, feel free to drop a link to it in chat if you can. Just let me know about it, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, before I fully head in game then, let me just real quick look at chat and see what we got going on. Hopefully the insidious lag is being investigated. Yes, very much so. It's among a couple of things our top priority. Oh, Ponton, do I not have the full list? So my list from the Farmers Fair really came from someone else. So if I am missing names of the outfit, like the hat and such, maybe I need to add that. Ooh, not a penguin. I would love to take a look. I don't know that I can do it right now. I'm already logged in, but 5 Colt Road, Kingstead Meadows, Meriadoc. Come have a look at my new deluxe premium house. That sounds awesome. Go check it out, folks. Yeah, your plane tickets, Ian MacClear. Oh, that's a good point. Let me bring that up before I get in game. You're all packed, ready to go from Treebeard to Peregrine, but you're waiting for the reward track ending. Let me do that. I forgot to mention that part when I was going through things because I have it on a different screen. So real quick, we have a lot of in-game events happening. Besides the Forester crafting event kicking off today, that happened a few hours ago, and it being the final weekend for double bonus points and having a crafting XP boost this weekend. This is also your final weekend for the 14th Legendary Items Reward Track. The 15th Legendary Items Reward Track debuts when the worlds reopen on Wednesday. So something like 10 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. So make sure to claim your Alive Reward Track rewards. We'll have that out on social media as well this weekend. But yeah, so we're aware that starts on the 20th. So you've only got a few days left to take care of that. I also wanted to call out that the Curator is coming back a week from today. 10 a.m. Eastern, the Curator is going to be coming back. That starts August 22nd. I don't have the through date on that in front of my face, but that'll just be over on the public event schedule on Lotro.com if you want to take a look on the end date on that. We also do have the Leading the Charge deed ending on Treebeard. This will be the 25th. At, it looks like about 3 a.m. Eastern on that one. And there we go. And everything else is on the calendar. But you're right. I wanted to make sure I called out that reward track because that's pressing concern, is it not? All right. Well, I think I'm actually caught up in chat then. Feel free to let me know if I missed something. Otherwise, let's head in game and just mess around a little bit. I am on my way to Bywater. And I'm going to... Oh, there we are. Speaking of lag, the reason my camera was off and the title of the show was off is I was just running tape, as it were, while playing this past week, so that I could try to grab video of any deleterious game performance experiences I might encounter. Perhaps that would include lokes and things like that. I have to say, though, I'm well aware of the lag reports, so I don't want to say anything too much here. But my own experience has been not too bad, although I have had some things that I've reported on to Orion and that, but I've mostly just been solo questing and solo running missions and delvings and doing a little bit. I wrapped up the one chapter of the Crown of Hamat that we were wrapping up on the last live stream. So I haven't really put myself in a position where I would necessarily run into a lot of game performance issues. In particular, not grouping would be a big factor there. At least what we think. I mean, we're looking at all avenues, and we do appreciate your reports. I know it can sometimes feel a little frustrating to find yourself typing in loc reports in a Discord and not really hearing anything back. But I would say that there's a lot of you. We are keeping track of them as best we can, and we are using them. It has been, in fact, pretty useful information. So. Okay. Let me put your chat back up on the screen. No, Minoris Flame, you don't need to make a new account to play in a 64-bit game world. You can just take your existing characters and play them. Your login remains the same. So there's an article on Lotro.com that you'll just kind of see if you go there that you'll want to read about. And it'll really explain anything you need to do to transfer your 32-bit world characters to the 64-bit world. But it's not that complicated, depending on your own personal scenario of how many, say, kinship houses, are you a kinship leader, etc. You might have to do a little work there. But there's a big article on Lotro.com that'll walk you through it. And lots of people have gotten it done successfully, thankfully, at this point. So. Also, speaking of those who have not been successful at this point, I happen to know that we are doing another round of solving housing item and housing writ, I think, issues. There's an engineer who's running things on all the game worlds right now. And so once that's done, a lot of your customer service ticket, well, not a lot, but some portion of customer service tickets will be able to be successfully responded to once that work is complete. So I know we're continuing to work on it, but also we're solving people's problems. And hopefully get as many solved as we can, if not all of them, by August 31st. Can I say we're going to get every single one done? Well, maybe not. But as many as we can, we will. And hopefully it'll be most people's things. So. Oh, I have my audio turned off. Let me turn that back on. Yeah, I will say that, and I think we're even picking up a little bit of this here, where you'll see that we do, in fact, have some kind of stuttering and things that we're looking into. I must say the hobbits here are in quite a fuss. They've been asking us to do something about it. Alright, let's do this.
Would you do something for me? Could I speak with you a moment?
Oh, that's the quest level 12. I don't need that one. Okay, so now we are... taking care of shrews and other things. Alright, what quest do I have underway? Kick out the cave claws. Alright.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
There we go. I'm assuming the other NPCs are around here.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Oh, that's not it, though. Alright, well, we'll start with those two for now. So where are we headed? Oops. Where are we headed? Rescuing vegetables. Oh, it's on the under thing. Here we go. Well, I'm looking something up here. Let me take a quick look at chat. Will the 2-week delay to Angmar and Mordor come with adjustments to stats and gear? I don't know that we're going to be able to do a lot. I have not... If anything is able to be done, I'll know about it. It'll be in probably update 45.3, which I think is roughly set for that same day, that being the 27th. But I don't know what Orion and crew might be able to have in place. I am not aware what is going to be added to the curator this time either. I apologize. Yeah, I need to get to the entrance to the Staddle. I have not had time to look that up yet. How do I get to the Staddle? I need to figure out how to get to the Staddle. I guess I need to add that to my own guide here because I'm looking it up and I'm like, oh gosh, how do I get to the Staddle now?
Could I take a moment of your time?
There we go. Southeast, look for a big cliff, big cave. Okay. Good. Good. I appreciate that you were able to help me out. I assume it's this little ring down to the south here, so let's check that out.
Might I have a word with you?
Mark. There we go. Alright.
Mercy me! Will you hear me out?
Oh, get the boots? Oh, click the boot crate? Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that. Let me take care of that.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Yes. Let me do. Oh,
Could I
well, let
take a
me
moment of your
nuke a
time?
quest here. Which one do I need? What do I got? Oops.
Could I take a
There we
moment
go.
of your time?
Yes. I need to go get some boots. Yes, I saw the boots earlier. I just didn't click on them. I hadn't yet connected it to needing to do so for the quest. Alright. Crate o' boots. Okay. That's just crafting. Don't need to worry about that. Here we go. Cave claw kicking boots. It's also true. This is good. I don't know if MVP did this on purpose, but giving me a good cliff to jump from, I'm down. You know I will. Not in real life, of course. But I would never do such a thing in real life. Yes. Even so. A cliff with no reason to jump off it, does that even count as a cliff? Okay, I assume there's my boots. Boink! Okay, that worked. Tater! So what would you like me to talk about? If I can, I'd be happy to. I know that work is very much underway on getting ready to do our landing page and our, pre-purchase and everything else that we do for the expansion. But we're not there yet. It's going to be a little while yet. But the work is well underway on that. And then the other big thing we're working on is game performance, along with getting ready for update 45.3, which will be our last, probably our last game update ahead of the pre-purchase and subsequent full transition to our expansion. Yes, this is a new series of quests that are around during Farmer's Fair that just got added this Wednesday to the game. The Farmer's Fair debuted yesterday, and with it came this series of quests in Staddle that's a daily you can get a wrapper for and things. Okay. I am not familiar with the music in here. I assume you are correct that it is new, but I don't actually know. I know on the soundtrack front that I've got some work to do. We have, I believe, at least 2 soundtracks that have yet to be YouTubified. And that's on my list of things to do in this theoretical time where I'm not tearing my hair out over lag and everything else. We've been a bit busy, but it'll happen. Oh. How could I leave a yellow onion sitting on the ground? Just like in real life, pick that up. I don't know that I've noticed that the kicking cave claw is particularly slow, but well, let's find out here. Alright, so I target it. Let me see. I'm gonna hit it. No, it just seems to be pretty instant. I think I might have missed. Okay. As you can see, it does count toward the wrapper there. The dailies. I don't know, well, I think I know, but I don't know if I can say how you get it's a rare drop, that much I know. In terms of the new pet from here. I don't know if that's info I can divulge at this point. Oh, my boots are automatically gone. Okay, okay. So, but how do I get the nests? No, I don't think, I think Tolkien would be very... Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. He was such a linguist. Would he enjoy sort of the slang of modern times, or would he find it just deeply offensive? I think either could well be a possibility, frankly. Okay. I think I'm mostly sorted here. So I don't think I can get these cave claw dens because I don't have the boots anymore. Right? Look into that. So I can't interact with it, and I can't kick the shrews off the mound, because I already have that done. Alright, well that's cool. We'll just turn in what we got here. Okay, we found some lost hobbits.
It's terrible, just terrible.
Shoot some stuff away. I would assume there would be some level of layering going on, if necessary, in the instance for it. If that isn't happening, perhaps that is in fact something we'll need to sort through. Okay. You I didn't need to speak to.
Oh, good day.
How do you do? Good day.
Oh, woe is me.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
Alright. Worked out pretty good.
Good day.
Alright, so who do I have left to speak to? There. That's the quest ring there. That is... Oh, maybe someone inside? Yep.
Hello?
Okay, so I just have to give someone a shovel back. And where do I return that shovel? Ponto Underhill. Okay. Where you at, Ponto? Yeah, I think in general probably linguists are more likely to be offended by ridiculous slang. But really, slang has been going on for as long as language has, and so I believe there are probably some people who can sort of dig it for that reason. As I say, dig it. Alright, well, I don't know where Pronto is. Or Ponto. Down by the cave, perhaps? Let's see. Here we go.
Hello there.
Okay, and now we are heading back.
Hello.
Nice. Alright, so now let's go speak to Constable.
How can I be of service?
The day has been saved. There we go. Come back tomorrow and you can do it again. So yeah, that's
Same
level
old.
12. Okay, well that's yeah, nice little quest chain there. And that's a good question as to where that let's see what I can say. Trying to see if I can look something up here. The Tome of the Deep Emerald Snake is a new cosmetic pet available as a rare drop from the Cave Claw Den during Farmer's Fair. That's as much as I know. I'm not sure where you would actually acquire it from. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's the answer I have nonetheless. So. I don't want to go to the treasure field. Oh yeah, Bywater. That works. What is my favorite festival? I have been over this before. I still think it's going to probably have to be Yuletide. Probably Yuletide. I just really like Frostbluff. So. But I don't want to denigrate the current festival. The Farmer's Fair is great too. Alright.
Could I take a moment of your time?
So we have the apple picking here. We got the... Oh, this one's not bad.
Please, stay a moment.
Oops. No. Alright. This is a good one to take a quick break on. Midsummer? Someone in chat saying Midsummer? This is a good quest to just... I'm looking for bad quotes. It's amazing how difficult it is, even though you see it all the time. For now and then you're like, wait a second. What did I miss? Okay. Milk. Yeah, the pigs judge the farmers is one of the easier ones. I like that one too. Actually, I think it's water, right? No, let's see. Oh, that worked. Okay, good. Yeah. Well, you know, pigs are very intelligent. They probably are judging people all the time. You know, they're pigs, so they by their own world, but they're intelligent. Could be like, man, that person sucks. But I guess we gotta deal with it, because what other choice do I have? Let's see, what have you missed? I'm tempted to say not much, although I think we did cover the calendar in the first, say, 20 minutes. We've got the move of Angmar and Mordor, the closure of the 32-bit worlds, release of update 45.2, a little bit of talk about game performance. I think I covered all that. If we are able to do any kind of updating of the content before update 45.3, I'll know that information when it gets done by someone on the systems team like Orion or someone else. And if I do hear that, I will let you know. I'm not aware of any work done yet. We are getting ready to release an expansion, after all, I think among other things. And lag is also very much on our mind. Well, I don't think I'm going to make it over there in time. Okay. No problem. The bad Maggins is one of the easiest ones to spot, in my opinion, in terms of the people who've had a bit too much. There we go. Fresh licked vegetables is another one. Not generally recommended. Oh, Mayor's getting a lot of salt today. Mayor is very salty. There we go. Here, have some more salt.
Hello.
Well, I just have one more to do. How many drunkards do I need to find? I need 5 more. Well, that's fine. We'll do something else here real quick. Let's head over to the fishing spot. Yes, we do have work being done that will involve the fishing hobby. This is something that was talked about in Orion's recent letter to the players. You can find that on Lotra.com. But really what we've announced is an intention to set traps. So you'll be able to set fish traps and then come back to them and discover things. It'll be part of the fishing hobby system itself. The work to do that got underway and then had to get pushed out a little bit due to other priorities. So I believe it's currently on track for something like the first part of 2026. But that is absolutely something that we are doing.
I want a word with you.
Stay and have some tea. Could I take a moment of your time?
Oh, someone with some mega bass driving by my house. If you have a ticket in with us on a character undelete, then ultimately that CS will get to your ticket and resolve it as soon as they can. We have a lot in our ticketing queue right now due to transfers and other things, so I would expect it to take longer than normal, but they will get to it, and they'll reply to you through the ticket there. Yeah, I like the throwing tomatoes at the bounders as well. That's a fun one. Sometimes I can fail that one, though. Every now and then I mess up on that one. Didn't want to mess up the live stream. Too bad today. Go. Alright, and that should be my 10.
How do you do?
Yep. Yes, so to a question about, hey, there was a really cool item I wanted from the reward track, is it ever coming back? The answer is yes. We really don't intend for things that debut in a specific legendary item reward track to be exclusive forever to that reward track. They will get added to the pile of things that we can add to various rewards and places and vendors and systems when it makes sense and when we can. So, but there may well be items that are going to debut at a reward track and stay gone for a while as a result. But the intention is not to, in general, have items locked behind old reward tracks.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Okie dokie. Sunny fair day done. That worked out pretty good. We even have 5 minutes left on the show. Was in Iridir this past week running a bunch of missions and delvings as part of a theory I was tracking down based on player comments about game performance. There was a question of, well, maybe instances and delvings are having a problem, and so we did a bunch of work on that. And I was just kind of looking around, just running a bunch of things, saying, well, is it worse if it's a delving than an instance? And the answer is a solid maybe on that. But otherwise, we are getting ready to go... Oops, I must have taken it off my active quest tracker. Yes. Yep, we are heading down to the south here, so I believe we really want to take this road. Unless we just want to try to swim across the Ecorbahn. But I think we'll take the road. And in theory, I can swift travel to Rackwade Crossing.
Hastalgur,
If I can get
stranger.
there. No, not from here.
Hastalgur,
There we go.
stranger.
A Gilgalad banner from Season 1? I mean, that sounds good to me. I know that we do... The systems team maintains a list that allows them to try to keep tabs on as much of this as they can, so we don't lose track of items and that. So items that are so-called orphaned, as in they no longer have a home, tend to go into a big spreadsheet organized by type and things, and we do what we can with that when we can. Let's enjoy this pretty scenery for a little bit, huh? That's nice. Where do I want to turn? I want to, well, roughly go inland if I can, but I think I still want to just hang on the road for a while. Even if it's somewhat of a long way around. I think, right? So you can always go down a cliff. In my experience, I can always jump off a cliff. But I do think I want to be on... yeah, top part up here. Steelhammer, this Dave Grohl thing has taken on a life of its own. It is kind of funny. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Nothing is being done deliberately, although do I look like a middle-aged Gen Xer who could be in a band? Oh yeah. So I get it. I got a round face. We both have round glasses, although mine are very different looking than his. And I've been hearing that a lot in the past week or so. Or not week, but a year or so. Really, it's about a year, maybe 2 years now. Ever since Mr. Grohl did his big book tour across like all the late night TV and everything, all of a sudden everyone just saw it like a switch flipped, and everyone was like, "You look like Dave Grohl." I was like, okay, I mean, yeah. But it's taken on a life of its own because I like on off work on one of my podcasts I'm doing about vinyl records, which again, no big surprise, vinyl record podcast. But it's like the #1 comment on my channel. It's just all these randos coming by from YouTube shorts and that saying, "Oh, you look like Dave Grohl," and it's funny. I don't mind. I mean, I'll look like a famous rock star. That sounds alright. Nothing on purpose, I tell you that much. We just happen to have aged somewhat similarly, perhaps. Oh, you just bust that thing down. Okay. Oh, I guess I don't need to hold it. Perhaps, you know, being as it is made of wood rather than sentient. Not the best choice of skill to use. Alright, where am I actually going though? I still need to go... Not quite sure what that's about either. Been having a problem with that. What is doing that to me? Here we go. Well, looks like I've got some battling to do here, and I am pretty much out of time, and I do have some work I need to get to. So I think I'm just gonna find a rock here and log out. I will pop back in a little bit later, finish this up, and do what I need to do. So thank you so much for watching Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. If you're watching this on YouTube, giving us a like is the best thing you can do to help. Hope this show's been useful to you, and I will see you next week. We'll probably do some more questing with Crown of Hamat, and maybe do some more Farmers Fair, and whatever else is on your mind. We'll see what we can do. Have fun, everyone. Talk to you soon.